Hey you guys, it's Talk It Out Tuesday and I'm ready to talk about it. First of all, I am so glad to know that you are here. If you are tuning in to watch this video, that means not only did you cross over into 2024, but that God still has so much planned for you. Amen. You are here, you are alive, you are breathing and in your right mind. That is a reason to shout. That's a reason to shout. Yes, it is. I am so happy for you. I'm excited because I know that God's hand is yet upon your life. And how do I know? Because you're still here. You're still here. There's still work in you to do. And I did not expect to start off this Talk It Out Tuesday like this, but I'm going to. There is still work for you to do. You are so uniquely and wonderfully made. And somewhere along the way, you have forgotten that. But I want you to be reminded how dope you are. Listen, this year is going to be whatever you make it. So make sure that you make it wonderful. Make sure that you are locked in to the voice of God. Make sure that you are destroying those doubts. Make sure that as those thoughts of defeat come, that you are telling them where to go and where they belong, because you are valuable to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. God has been taking me in a very interesting direction in these last few months. My God, the journey has required a bounce back. And I am quite literally, this phase of my journey has taken a lot out of me. Oh yeah, it's torn a lot in me down, and it's still tearing a lot in me down that needed to be. And I had to come to a place where I realized that the level of trust I had in God was great, but it's not enough. Okay, it was not enough. And God said, okay, we're going to have to go through some things. We're going to have to figure some things out, because I need you to trust me completely. I need you to lean on me for everything, not for what only you trust me to do, but truly for everything. And so first off, let's start there. Know that God is doing some things in you. Know that God is requiring some things out of you. Know that the things that felt like they kind of beat you down in 2023, the things that felt like they came to just wipe you out, they really were sent to build you. I hope that you know that. I pray that you know that. For some of you, you experienced shaking in your marriages. You experienced shaking on your job and your careers. You experienced shaking in ministry. You experienced shaking in friendships and long-term relationships and romantic partners, and all across the board, you experience some things. And the thing is, God is putting pressure on the diamond so that the diamond can emerge even more valuable, right? Diamonds are created in pressure. Yeah, diamonds are created by pressure. And so that's that, right? God had me write a guide, and it's called 4 Creatives, 10 Most Common Mistakes to Avoid. God had me create a digital product for you, the entrepreneur, for you, the creative, and it's called 4 Creatives, 10 Common Mistakes to Avoid, right? And one of the things that I put on there is the importance of understanding who you are, what your purpose is, and who you are called to. Because I believe that a lot of us have grown weary and frustrated and annoyed and tired because, one, we're either putting all of our focus and energy into building someone else's dream. That's usually number one. Or number two, we're out here, we're working it, we're trying to build what God has given us, but we don't quite have an understanding of who we really are. We don't really know our identities yet. And then therefore, because we don't know our identities, our purpose isn't really aligning. And because our purpose isn't aligning, we all over the place, baby. Our audience don't know if we coming or we going. One day it's encouragement, the next is tearing people down. And to those who you have been assigned to, it probably looks like double-mindedness. And I want you to know that it is so important for you to truly seek God totally for who he called you to be. You will hear me drive identity so much on this channel because I understand the sheer importance of you knowing who you are. You were not sent here accidentally. You were not placed in your mother's womb with that woman, with that man, them places ordained or them assigned to you as parents in that neighborhood, in that region. You were not put there accidentally. It was all on purpose. Everything about you was intentional in terms of your makeup and how you got here. And so understand that you have to know who you are before you can fly. This is not the year to emulate. This is not the year to hop on every trend you see. Now, if it builds your brand and it just so happens to be part of who you are anyway, baby, work it, go viral, get those followers up. But make sure that what you do is not about getting followers, and it's actually about talking to your audience. Your audience needs you. The rest of them will follow you because you was funny, but then after you don't post any more funny videos, they will probably unfollow you, or they're not going to come back to your channel again, or they're not going to come back to your social media page again. So know that what you have to do is figure out who you are, what your purpose is, and who you're called to. And you do that by time in the presence of God. You do that sitting with him. You do that searching the word. And then even trusting him that he will place you in the right places. There are environments that will cause you to birth what's on the inside of you. There are environments that will cause your identity to begin to break forth. And especially when God begins to place you around prophetic and apostolic types, because they are anointed to uncover those things. They are anointed to speak on those things and to see those things in you. Apostles are builders. And so when God shows them who a person is, they will begin to put pressure, apply pressure on that person to become. They will begin to build systems. They will begin to set things in order. Know that there are certain environments that are designed to birth you out. And so even seek God about where you are, who you are aligned with. That can be in as specific as your church, your career, to as broad as the city you live in, the state for some of us, even the country is wrong. All right. Know that for some of us, God is going to have to pluck us up and move us out, because our identity is not only that it can't be realized where you are, but also that place was not made to contain your gift. That place is not going to respond to who you are. So the Lord will put you in the right environment, and it will begin to agitate what's on the inside of you. See, one of the things that I love about my church so much, Refiner's Fire, downtown KCK, amen, if you're looking. One of the things I love about my church so much is that when I got there, oh my goodness, it's like I felt every spiritual alarm going off in the best way. Like I knew that, first of all, when I finally decided to join, I knew that every no I've been giving God, all of my going back and forth, all of my desiring to hide, I knew that I was not going to be able to hide there, because the environment was agitating everything on the inside of me. My spirit man was leaping every time I came into the building. And it's because not only was I called to be there for my identity to be made sure, because before that time, I had actually become aware of who I was, but I was just battling with it. The Lord had revealed it to me, but I was like, surely not, God. And evidently what happened was he had to put me in an environment that required it. Okay. He had to put me in an environment that was literally designed to bring that thing to the surface. And if I'm honest with you, I still do not fully realize all that I am. I'm getting there. Okay. I'm closer than I've ever been. I'm getting there. And now I'm accepting, right? But know that for any of us, God will pick you up and place you, if you allow him, into the space, or he'll even bring people in your path that will agitate that thing in you. Sometimes it's not a location. Sometimes it's a connection. Okay. Sometimes it's running into the right person, the right kingdom vessel, the right ambassador, kingdom ambassador who will begin to see that thing in you and call it forth and speak to it and agitate it. Right. And so going back to knowing who you are, knowing what you're called to do and who your audience is. Let this not be the year that you are flailing. Be sure, make your calling and your election sure. Know it and walk it out. I encourage you to grab not just the Bounceback Guide, but I also encourage you to buy the digital product I mentioned for creatives. And the great thing is I have a bundle for you guys. I have a bundle. It's $27.99. These are e-products, so you can download them on your phone. You can pull them up on your laptop on the go. Very easy to read in multiple formats. You can read them in the Kindle app, all of that, right? I want you to grab it because these things are going to prepare you for what once God gives you that direction, these things are going to give you your next steps forward. And even as he's giving you the direction, the Bounceback Guide is designed to help you get out of the rut. It's designed to help you get out of that place of questioning, of vacillating, going back and forth. God, can I really do this? God, it failed the last time. God, it didn't work. Are you sure you still want me to do it? It is designed to speak to that individual who believes they have made one too many mistakes and that they are no longer eligible for the promise. I promise you that the bounce back, that your promise is still hanging over your head. It is still there and available to you. So I encourage you to grab it, and don't just grab it for you, share it. Let other creatives know, send them the link or buy it for them as a gift. While one piece of the bundle is geared towards creatives, that is the 10 common mistakes to avoid. The Bounce Back Guide is for everyone. It is speaking to, on a broad scale, what you are needing to do, the steps to bring you out of complacency, the steps to bring you out of a defeated mindset, the steps to help you walk through some trauma and some deep things that you have not dealt with yet. It is in there for you. Amen. So grab the bundle, and please, when you grab it and you get done with that thing, let me know how it was. Email me at journeytothebounceback@gmail.com. I would love to hear how it's going, and I'll be sure to respond. But again, I pray that you guys understand just how much of a gift we have. We are still here. We are still here, and God is yet on the throne. And so let's make him proud. I said that at the end of a video I did the other day, but it's just resonating with me. Let's make him proud. Go bounce back. Enjoy your Tuesdays. I love you guys. Enjoy your Tuesday. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.